So here is the Furry Fandom Q&A. Furries, Furry Fandom, hopefully clearing up some misconceptions, any of that stuff that you guys might have. Maybe, who knows? Alright, I'm gonna start off with a few things that someone posted on one of the statuses. Just a little background about me and my stance in the furry fandom. What is the reason why I'm a furry? I'm in it for the community. Everyone here is like really great, really happy. We all get along pretty well, except for now. There's always gonna be a couple douchebags, obviously, but what can you do, right? The reason I'm a furry, I really just like making people smile, you know? Like, you put on a big, giant, fluffy animal costume, and people are gonna love it. Sometimes they won't. Most of the time they do, so. And it's just really nice seeing people laugh and smile, man. It's a good time. My friend's telling me skeleton jokes right now, and they're killing me. What do I think of the furry community? As a whole, they're not that bad. Everyone's pretty accepting. We're all just big, happy fluff butts. You know, there's also some other, like, downsides, I guess, to the furry community, which is, I guess, what makes me angry about the furry community? The drama. There's just plethoras of drama over the littlest shit. And then there's also the people that steal art, claim personas as their own, and there's really not that much you can do about that, though, unless you're like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. What makes me happy about the community? The friendliness, man. The hugs. The just getting along. It's amazing. It's just one big family, and everyone knows each other, and everyone just wants to be friends with each other most of the time. Most of the time. Not all the time. Some people, you're just like, dude, shut up. Stop. But I like it. It's fun. It's a good community. Very accepting, very friendly. I've already said it like 1,000 times, but that's like the main thing about the community, I guess. Do you think you will always be a furry, or is this a phase? I will always be a furry. I started being a furry back in 6th or 7th grade.
Damn, son.
That was weird noise. 6th or 7th grade, and I am now a year graduated out of high school, and I'm still a furry. So obviously this is not a phase. This is kind of, it's not a lifestyle. It's more a hobby. A really fun hobby. So there's my about the furries and me being a furry. Alright. Let's start with the good stuff. Well, not like the good stuff. All your questions were good. They're good. They're fun. But a majority of furry art in suits have a really similar art style. Any ideas where that style originated? Well, no. I actually haven't noticed any styles being similar ever. Everyone has really original ideas, and I don't know, maybe you saw 2 suits that look similar. There's a lot of makers who make a lot of suits, so maybe you saw one of the same maker. I don't know. What is your personal opinion of those in the fandom that take being a furry way too serious? Like, eat, breathe, sleep, furry. To each their own, man. Like, I'm not gonna judge somebody for always wearing a tail or ears, or always talking like they are still at like a furry convention. Like, you wouldn't judge someone for wearing a Homestuck shirt in public, or always talking about Homestuck. So it's basically the same thing, like in my opinion, but like, do what makes you happy. It's that easy. Here's one having to do with fursuiting. I'll go get that really fast. Alright, this is a fursuit. Some of you may or may not have seen one before, or mine specifically, but this is what this is. Goes over your head, covers your face. Okay, how do you manage getting overheated in a fursuit? Or not getting overheated, I guess. You take breaks. Frequently take breaks. I take a break every hour or so, maybe 45 minutes, to avoid dying. No one wants a dead first. Well, some do. Some definitely do. But put this guy right here. Oh. Alright. Do I have any techniques for, I don't know, getting overheated? You should regulate your breathing when you're just like regularly walking. 7 minutes. Just regulate your breathing, man. Take a lot of drinks. 632, that's what I go by. 6 cups of water a day. Doesn't matter when, but you need to have 6 cups of water when you're fursuiting, or else you'll absolutely die. Like, you'll die. 2 showers a day. Please, 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 please shower. Wash your fursuit. And 3 meals a day. Obviously, you're gonna have to have 3 meals a day to live in general. Do you believe the image of the fandom has changed for the better in the eyes of non-furry individuals? Absolutely. This is like, oh man, this gets me so pumped about being a furry, because we used to get really, 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 really bad media coverage, but ever since, I guess, a few years ago, people's eyes have been starting to open up. We're not creepy, we're not gross. We sometimes smell, but that's because our fursuits get to be like 100 degrees. Alright, my camera stopped working, so I had to delete many videos. But, this other question is actually really hard. I just struggled to even figure out an answer to it, like, at all, but how do you avoid the stereotypes of sexual predators? Well, obviously, like, you're gonna have people who are gonna be like, oh my god, all furries are about is, like, fucking and touching people. Yeah, but so are humans. All humans like to hug people. All humans fuck. Unless you're, like, asexual. But anyway, every fandom has their gross side. Steven Universe, it shouldn't, kids show. My Little Pony, sexual side. Homestuck, don't lie, sexual side. Super Who Lock, sexual side, question mark? All those other fandoms, but as for sexual predators, you just gotta, like, let it go. I can't believe I said that. But literally, like, people are always gonna be like, wow, you like children, or wow, you must be a freak because you wear this. There's really not that much you can do except for do your best to explain that this is not what we're about. We're about friendship and just having a fuckload of fun. And let's see, is there certain people / cons to avoid? No, because everywhere you go, there's gonna be people that aren't gonna like you, that are gonna like you. It's just gonna be a mix of, like, everything always. So Avoid drunk people, though. You just don't want your suit to get ruined or something. And do I actively have to shut down those rumors? No, because I've never encountered someone that has thought personally I am like a sexual predator or gross or anything. Look at me, I'm harmless. I'm small. I'm like 5'2". I'm not gonna be kidnapping anybody. Alright, Nashville Anime Day. I was hanging out with these, I think, Black Butler cosplayers. And one of them had never been around furries before. They thought they were really creepy, but she looks at me and she says, "You are the first furry I've ever actually met, and you have cleared up any misconception I've had about you guys. You are the sweetest furry. You're so much fun to hang out with. And you just made a really good first impression. And man, that's what it's about. Like, knocking those rumors down is probably like the most relieving feeling, even if it's just one person. I love it. Are there any fursuits that are like asthma friendly? Any of them are asthma friendly as long as you know how to control your breathing and have really good ventilation. So, just take care of yourself, man. Take care of yourself when you're fursuiting. And I think that is all the questions that I was asked today. I might do one in the future, soon, who knows. But thank you guys for the questions. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Just keep an open mind. That's one thing I can tell you. Just love people for them. Just love them. Love them for them. Alright. Love you guys. I'll see you soon.